Welcome back, guys, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It is week 7 of season 5. The 5-1 Huskies taking on the 5-0 New York Jets. It's a battle of the number 1 rated offense versus the number 1 rated defense. On Thursday night primetime as well, as Cody has 937 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season so far. Jets offense is rated pretty highly as well. This Huskies unit is going to have a lot to answer this week. As the first play of the game, Cody hits his check down for a 6-yard gain. Beal with his first catch of the game. And it's now 2nd and 4 from the 26. CJ had a really good edge, and McMillan able to trip up Parborough. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 31. Hatcher's coming in pretty hot, forces Cody to make a bad throw. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10. And the Huskies haven't played a defense like the Jets all season so far, so it'll be very interesting to see how they can hang with one of the best units. As 2nd down, Cody goes with a quick throw on the slant, only picks up 4 to Truman. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 6. From the 35-yard line, as Johnson's burnt downfield by the big tight end on a wheel route. Truman with his 2nd catch in a row, getting them inside Huskies territory. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 43. Cody under center here. It's a play action pass. Had a bunch of Huskies in the area, and it somehow broke off of those 2 big hits. And Brown picks up 5. And what should have been a stop behind the line, or at the line at least. Now it's a 2nd and 5 from the 38. Receiver coming in motion. As Gage was in really good position, just receiver undercutted. Beal with a great adjustment on the ball, as it was an awful throw from Cody. But now it's a 1st and 10 from the 18 inside the red zone for the first time of the game for the Jets. And now Harborough, the running back, hurt on the carry, 4 yards on the pickup. Now it's a 2nd and 6 from the 14. Cody's making adjustments at the line. As the blitz comes in, and Vigil Hatcher with the sack. Big sack for this Huskies defense. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 12, 3rd and long for the New York Jets here. They go with a screenplay, and the receiver has blockers in front. Looked like it was the big tight end, Truman, who caught the screen. As it looks like the Huskies defense bent but didn't break. And Shane runs into the kicker. I tried to switch on to him so he wouldn't do it. And he ran into the kicker. And it's going to be a new set of downs for the Jets here. I don't know why that's a thing. It doesn't happen to me in online play, but new set of downs here for the Jets from the 7. And this time the backup running back, Williams, walks into the end zone. Now it's going to be a 7-0 lead for the Jets after the penalty gifted them a new set of downs. Engages back by the goal line to return this one. has had a really good year as a kick returner, able to get it to the 26-yard line. And here comes Josh in the offense, coming out on prime time. The team hasn't been good on primetime games, but Josh, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Going up against the best defense in the league. Looking to change that as Drew Stevens gets the first down carry, and he's fighting for 6. Running behind that right side as the offensive line does get a big offensive lineman back. Daniel Fernandez back from injury. It's Connor Kelly with a tough catch across the middle of the field there. But a big offensive lineman back with Daniel Fernandez. Dom Huff is out for another 3 weeks with a torn labrum. But Ford has been solid as Drew Stevens runs for 4 on first down there. Ford has been solid enough for this offensive line. It's a 2nd and 6 now from the 42. Trips to the left for Josh. It's going to be a read option, and Josh has a ton of running room. If Hunter could hit that block and he can't, Josh is going to slide down after picking up 25 yards. Now the Huskies are on Jets territory right now. 1st and 10 from the 33. As Josh checks it down to Damien. Damien hangs onto it. Down to the 16. And the Huskies offense, so far, playing better than this Jets defense. As it's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Jets are up 7-0. But the Huskies are threatening to score right now. First and 10 from the 16. Josh under center. Play action pass. And Josh is hit as he tries to throw it. Jets sent a good blitz as Josh went with a play action. Now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 16. 2 tight ends remain on the field for the Huskies. They're going to hand the ball off to Drew Stevens, who picks up 3 on the 2nd down carry. Now makes it a 3rd and 7. And now the Huskies come out in an empty set here. 3rd and 7 from the 13. As Josh had Damien just overthrew it a tad bit, even as Damien was diving for it. Couldn't reach it. As Sammy Lee comes on and kicks the field goal, makes it a 7-3 game. As that running into the kicker call, or roughing the kicker call, is biting the Huskies in the butt right now, as it'd be a 3-3 ball game. But now 7-3, and the Jets get the ball right now. A good spin move by the return man gets him down to the 31-yard line. Here comes Cody and the offense coming back out. As Harborough still not on the field for the Jets. Williams taking his places. They go with a slant route, and Johnson was ready to lay the boom on him. Heard the footsteps and ends up dropping it. It's now a 2nd and 10 from the 31. There's a good throw by Cody to the tight end. Richard was wide open on that as Young went to guard the underneath instead of the tight end. Now it's a 1st and 10 here. Good tackling on that play by the Young and McMillan. It's now a 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. Jets kind of moving all over this Huskies defense, not known as a good defensive unit, but they're having their way with them right now as Gage makes a tackle on that one. Richard with another big catch, as the tight ends are having a field day right now against these linebackers and safeties, as it's going to be a read option. And Javon Young couldn't get him. And Shane finally brings him down at the 11-yard line. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11. See what the Huskies can do here. It's a read option. And on the slant route, wide open for a touchdown is Bigsby. Now Jets up 14-3 here. And this number 1 rated defense going to be playing with a 2-possession lead here. As Gage is back about a yard deep in the end zone. Will return this one down to the 21-yard line. Here comes Josh in the offense, trying to pick up on their mistakes that they made last drive, especially on that 3rd and 7. 1st and 10 now. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, and he's able to pick up 3 on that one. The run game just hasn't been there majority of the season. 1st and 7 from the 25. Play action pass. And it's a check down to Hunter, who ends up dropping it. Hunter beat his man by multiple steps and drops a key catch that would have put him in a 1st down. Now it's a 3rd and 7 for this Huskies team. And Josh is picked off. Overthrew Damian even as he was diving for it. And it's picked off. And now the Jets have the ball in Huskies territory. 1st and 10. Kirkpatrick burnt on that out route right there. 9-yard pickup for the Jets. And they are moving once again. Now it's a 2nd and 1 from the 34. Cody switching to play at the line here. Huskies send the blitz. And Shane was lost on that play. He had Richard. He was on his hip the entire play and just never saw the ball. And now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 28. A toss play to the outside, and Vigil is there for a loss of 1. This defense needs to stand tall here. Somehow get them off the field either by a turnover or just a field goal, as it's going to be the 2-minute warning. Huskies down 14-3 on primetime once again, and this unit is not made for primetime football as we've seen in the past, but a 2nd and 11 from the 28. They go with a screenplay, and Grimes read it out, just unable to get Williams. Johnson finally pushes him out. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 from the 35, or from the 22. They go with back-to-back screenplays, and Grimes ready for that one, but a great tackle by Gage. It's going to be a 4th and 1. See what the New York Jets would like to do here. 4th and 1. Huskies hold them to a field goal here after the costly turnover from Josh. And it's up, and it's good. 17-3 for the Jets right now. And the Huskies offense has to figure something out. Have to go get points before halftime. As Gage gets the kick a couple yards deep into the end zone, as he had a ton of room to that left, but got arm tackled by a defender through a block. 1st and 10 now from the 20. See if this offense can bounce back, as they weren't able to do last drive. As Josh threw a dangerous pass, and the receiver paid for it, but defender for the Jets is hurt on that play. Now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Empty set here for the Huskies. And Josh is picked once again. A collapse from Josh in this offense. And the Jets are confusing them out there as they have the ball once again inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20. Cody under center here. Looking to make him pay as Dylan with some hops on the outside, jumping up and deflecting that ball down. It's now going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 20 for the Jets. Looking to capitalize on the turnover. Once again, a good tackle by Gage, a timeout by the Jets. Another 3rd and 5 here for the Jets in the red zone. Key 3rd down here. As Cody throws it away as the pressure started to get to him. And another Husky stop in the red zone. Forces a field goal. And this one's up. And it's right down the middle for the Jets. As they take a 20-3 lead. And this defense is all over Josh in this offense right now. Coming into this game, a lot of people had Josh as the number 1 candidate for MVP. And after this game, people might be switching their votes up as Gage takes this kick down to the 26-yard line. 34 seconds, all 3 timeouts for this offense. As you see Josh 2 for 8, 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just going to have to try and get into a rhythm here with 34 seconds left before half. As Hunter makes an amazing catch across the middle of the field, bailing out Josh once again. It's now a 1st and 10 from the 44. Huskies at least moving the ball somewhat. As Josh is sacked on the 1st down play. Another timeout for the Huskies. And now it's a 2nd and 22 from the 32. 12-yard loss on the sack. And that one's nearly picked off once again. As the Huskies most likely just going to run this ball here on 3rd and 22. Get into halftime. Make the adjustments they need. As Drew Stevens breaks a couple of tackles. Jets call a timeout now. As James Aldridge looking to punt this one deep. Pin them deep so they can't do anything. As Cunningham makes a good tackle on the return. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 27. 3 tight ends on the field for the Jets. They go with a stretch play to the left side. And that's just going to take us into halftime here as the Jets have been dominating this one on prime time. And the Huskies offense are going to have to figure out this passing attack. And they're also going to have to figure it out on defense. But the Huskies do get the ball to start this second half. Can at least make it a 2-score game. As Gage won't be returning that one deep into the end zone. Huskies start at the 25-yard line. It's now a 1st and 10 from the 25. And Ford misses a key block as Stevens had a lot of running room in front of him. Blown up on the play. Now it's a 2nd and 9. Empty set here for the Huskies though. Looking to throw the ball to Connor Kelly on a bubble screen. And Connor has a lot of running room. Picks up the 1st down and more. Great play call on the 2nd down play. 2nd catch of the game for Connor. One of the only players really playing well. 1st and 10 from the 39 now. To hand off to Drew Stevens. Stevens breaks one. Still fighting for more. 6 yards on that 1st down run. It's now a 2nd and 4 from the 45. It looks like a too high set here for the Jets on defense. As Josh has tried to take off and he is sacked on the play. Going to be a 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here for the Huskies. Down 17. as Damien's able to hang on to it for the first down. Josh just tried to get that ball out quickly, and Damien was able to hang on to it. Now a 1st and 10 from the 49. Offense moving a little bit better now. It's a handoff to Steven Sutherland. Breaks the first tackle, and Steven picks up the first down. And Clements, a defensive lineman for the Jets, is hurt on the play. Now a 1st and 10 from the 41. Another 2 high set. Drop down to 1 high as Josh takes a shot deep to Jason Blacklock, who can't hang on to it. Ball was placed right on the money for Jason, and he couldn't hang on to it. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 41. Jets are switching these looks up for Josh in this offense here, as Josh was confused on that one. Throws a bad pass. Don't think him and Drew Stevens were in sync on that play. Now it's a key 3rd down here, 3rd and 10. Gotta get at least in the field goal range here with 4:24 left in this 3rd quarter. As Josh goes to Damien. Damien hangs onto it, trucking his way through one down to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 22. Damien, 3 catches, 40 yards on the game. Play action pass here. Josh just going to roll out and take off with Damien to block for him down to the 11. As Baxter, now another defensive lineman for the Jets, hurt. 1st and 10 from the 11. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, and missed blocks after missed blocks by that left side of the offensive line. Allows multiple Jets defender to come in, hit Drew Stevens behind the line. Now it's a 2nd and 13 from the 14. As no one's open, and Josh takes a bad sack on the play. Tried to outrun Freeman, who comes in and gets the sack. A 3rd and 24 from the 25 for the Huskies here. Josh goes across the middle of the field to Jason Blacklock. He goes up and gets it. Finally, Jason uses his body to box out a small DB. And an ugly drive for the Huskies ends up with 7. And now you got to rely on your defense to go out there and get a stop. Is a good tackle by Jerry Patrick on the kick return. Down them at the 25, and here comes Cody, and as you see, the running back Harbrough is back as he shrugs off of an arm tackle from Vigil Hatcher. Finally brought down by Dillon. 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Second and 7 now. Vigil Hatcher once again, he misses an arm tackle, and now Harbrough off to the races. As Bigsby hurt on the play, star receiver for the Jets. As Vigil Hatcher has missed 2 key tackles this drive already. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 48. And look at Harbrough go. Star running back for the Jets, torturing this Huskies defense right now. 1st and 10 from the 41. As Vigil Hatcher coming in once again, and Vigil Hatcher nearly got a huge sack, but a throwaway by Cody just in time. Second and 10 now. As Gage is beat across the middle of the field pretty easily by Truman. It's at 1st and 10 from the 27. Truman coming in motion for the Jets. It's a play action to him and the running back. And then they find the receiver wide open downfield for a New York Jets touchdown. Conley able to find his way open across those zones. And the D-line couldn't get in fast enough as the Jets take a 17-point lead once again and scoring very quickly on that drive. As Gage not able to even bring it back to the 20-yard line, down to the 18, as Jason only has the one catch for 25 yards. And a touchdown though, a pretty big touchdown for the Huskies. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18. Trips to the left or right for Josh here. As Jason with another good catch across the middle of the field. 1st and 10 from the 36 now. They go no huddle here. As Josh hits David Hayes on the drag route, and David is able to get to the 43-yard line. Biggest catch of the season for David. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty sure he had a pretty big catch last week. But a 1st and 10 from the 43. Staying in the same look for the Huskies as Josh is going to take off. He tried to slide, breaks one tackle, picks up 9.5 on the run. Luckily for us, he did not fumble, but heading into this fourth quarter, it's been all New York here on Thursday night. The Huskies are going to have to score quickly and get a stop quickly if they want a chance. Down 17. Go with an empty set here. As Hunter hangs onto that one, able to get to the 18-yard line. Huskies going to go up-tempo, no huddle here. 1st and 10 from the 18. Jets are switching their defensive coverage. As Connor Kelly is wide open in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And just like that, the Huskies answered quickly. Connor Kelly with a great route on that play. With no safeties over the top, and now it's a 27-17 ball game once again. 10-point game. Huskies defense has to come alive and get a stop here, as you haven't really seen the Huskies blitz too much in this game. Sat back in the coverage majority of the game, and that could be costing them, as Connor might have just saved a touchdown, slowing up the return man right there. Here comes Cody back onto the field. An empty set here for the Jets, as miscommunication by the receivers, bumping into each other. And Shane was all over it too. Nearly got a pick. And now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 26. Can the Huskies force a 3rd and long here? As Harbrough runs right through everybody and then through Young. Down to the 40-yard line after a 15-yard pickup. First and 10 from the 40. Huskies send a blitz and doesn't get the Harbrough in time as he runs for 7. As this running attack for the Jets has looked really well. Now it's a 2nd and 3 from the 47. Play action pass. As Gage was in really good coverage and receiver just boxed him out. Good play by Beal to box out Gage from even having a chance to get to the ball. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 49 or 29. Another play action pass here. As he's wide open down to the 1-yard line is Bigsby. And the Jets offense is reeling right now. No answer for them. As it's a 1st and goal from the 1. As finally he's brought down. Harbrough breaks about 3 tackles right there and finally brought down. Second and goal from the 1. It's a QB sneak. And luckily, Caden saving a touchdown right there. Keeping this game alive. for now at least. Now it's a 3rd and goal from the 1. And Harbro runs into the end zone. Nobody stops him for a Jets touchdown as they have continued to dominate this one. They have caused 2 turnovers on defense, and they haven't gone a drive without scoring. As Gage is back a couple yards deep into the end zone. Returns this one down to the 22. And after a slow start for the offense, they finally started to pick it up. But too little too late, as it's a 1st and 10 from the 22. Down 17 points still. As Josh sees Damien across the middle, wide open, and he trucks through one, down to the 48, and then he's hurt on the play, holding his wrist. That is not good for the Huskies. As losing Damien would be a key blow to this offense, as he's had a really good season. Now a 1st and 10 from the 48. Josh hits Jason Blacklock on the underneath route. Now it's a 2nd and 4 from the 42. Still no word on Damien's injury. Too high look for the Jets. Once again, a play action here. As Jamal Lacey gets open though, but drops it. And that's the difference between Jamal and Damien right now. As an upper arm fracture, that's gonna sideline Damien for weeks now. And now Jamal Lacey thrown into a key role on this offense. But this one, Josh finds Hunter downfield to the 9-yard line. As the Huskies go no huddle here on a 1st and goal from the 9. Last play before the 2-minute warning. And Josh is rolling out. Can he get to the end zone? He can't. Down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3. 1:58 left. Huskies down 17 points, but fighting till the end. And Drew Stevens once again stuffed in a short yardage situation. Just can't find the end zone in these situations. Now it's a 3rd and goal from the 1. As Steven Sutherland finds the end zone for the Huskies, making it a 10-point game once again. As in the second half, the Huskies have had no issues against this number 1 rated defense. And now Jamal Lacey's hurt. Both tight ends have gone down for the Huskies. And now we have 1 remaining on the roster, and it's Eric Franklin. Hopefully we get some news about what's wrong with Jamal, as he would be a key blow to this offense as long as Damien's out. A good tackle there, and the Huskies are going to use their timeouts, as it's just an elbow sprain for Jamal, and he'll be back into this game. If they get the ball back on offense, and getting a stop here would be key. 2nd and 9 from the 22 now. Cody under center. Tight end coming in motion. As he's pancaked on that play, and Harbrough's off to the races now. As Young tried to go for the strip, and the Jets are going to ease their way into the end zone. And that's going to be ball game. It's just too little too late for this Huskies team, and this defense has yet to find their rhythm in this season. Have caused a couple of turnovers, but haven't been able to actually get stops. Now Gage is back there. Should return this one down to the 19-yard line. You see Jamal walking on the field with the offense is a great sign. As it's a 1st and 10 from the 19, now bunch to the right for the Huskies. As Kylo's open on the drag route, has a ton of running room, and Kylo using his speed to get down to the 38. Huskies gonna go no huddle here. 1st and 10 from the 38. As Jamal with back-to-back drops when targeted. And that is not a good sign. Don't know if the elbow is hurting him or what, but now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 38. Empty set here for the Huskies. As Josh hits Hunter on the check down. Picks up 9.5. 3rd and inches now from the 48. Another empty set here for the Huskies. Is a great route from Hunter, spinning away from the linebacker. Huskies don't plan on calling any timeouts. Just gonna kind of keep going, no huddle, as this game's out of reach. As he takes a shot deep to Jamal, swatted down. Now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 37. Jets go with a one high look. Josh goes deep to Jason Blacklock. Unable to get the ball. Now it's a 3rd and 10. Last play of the game here for the Huskies. Just trying to boost them stats one last time. As Brandon Gibson nearly caught it. Drops it in the end zone. And that's going to do it for this one. Huskies fall once again on primetime, 41-24. As Josh had his worst game of the season, 80.9 QB rating, 17 of 31, 287, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. The rushing game was kind of lackluster. Drew Stevens couldn't get nothing going. Josh had a good game on the ground. A touchdown for Steven Sutherland. Receiving, Hunter 5 catches, 90 yards. Damian 4 catches, 70 yards. Unfortunately got hurt. A big touchdown from Connor Kelly and Jason. That's really it for everybody else. Jamal with 2 blocks. As they sacked allowed from Wyatt Decker and Frank Webster. Gage Bloodgood led the team in tackles. Shane behind him with 6. 2 tackles for loss for Vigil. Only sack of the game for Vigil. No picks. A pass deflection by Hunter. Okay. No forced fumbles. And the Huskies lose an ugly one here on primetime. And that's going to be key for seeding. As now they probably don't have a shot at the number 1 seed unless they win out and then just lose 3. But we fall to 5-2. Jets go to 6-0. I'll see y'all in week 8. Peace.